this is a very different kind of story we're telling here in AEW. Why did you feel like this was the time that the company kind of needed this shift, or as you probably said, this paradigm shift to happen?
I have a dream, a vision, something I can see. I see a world where everyone is successful, where everyone can be successful, where uh, talents are fostered and growth is fostered and talents are set up for success and set up for growth to be whatever it is they can be, where their strengths are brought to the forefront and utilized, and we mine their value out of them. My goals going forward are, probably the most ambitious things I've ever attempted. And logically on paper, one would say they would probably be impossible. But but we're going to do it.
Does this make it maybe a good time for it where the new TV deal starts, where we're kind of at a point where, ratings are kind of staying the same. Maybe the ticket sales haven't been as great, but it may be that, does that make it a time where, hey, let's take a look at everything before we start this new TV deal with where things are right now?
It's going to be whatever we make it. Whatever we stand up and you know take ownership of this opportunity, man. It can
Right.
be whatever the we want it to be. There's no rules. There's no like any rules we have, or we got to have you know interviews on the set that look like this, or we got to have this in this time, or we got to put this up, or any kind of rules we have are
Right.
just things we've put on ourselves. It's pro wrestling, man, and it's always evolving. And you
Yep.
and you gotta and you gotta stay evolving with it. You get left behind. You're always learning and always growing. The attitude that we're kind of building around the attitude that you're feeling, kind of the energy that you're feeling in the locker room, backstage, in the arena, just everything surrounding AEW. It's a different kind of attitude, and like I said, it's very exciting. And there's be a lot of stuff that won't be a part of this AEW. Like for example, early in the year, I was having a conversation, or I was around the conversation. Early in the year, I heard somebody, a backstage type person, and talking about interviews or pre-tapes or something, and it was a situation where you know talents were not put in a position to succeed, and due to lack of kind of preparation and framework and direction and things like that. And this individual said, well, it's the bottom of the card. It doesn't matter. Wow, it's the bottom of the card. It doesn't matter. And like, can you imagine saying that?
No.
Like you're fired.
Yeah.
You're fired. Don't work at Sunglass Hut. You should be pistol whipped for saying that. And like, for one, everybody that's on the top of the card was at one time on the bottom of the card. That's
Right.
how it works. You climb the ladder. And how are these, what are these, you see a lot of kind of just frustration or confusion because from some of these talents, because there's no ladder. They don't know what to do. They're just kind of wandering in the desert, right? So so we're gonna grab them, and we're gonna grab them by the shoulder and want to walk them